What? Yeah, he's 10 inches. Frost too. He's got some pink lips, a little bit of pink. Sorry, battery. Little baby bass.
How do you get all that out?
Welcome back, guys, to another video. Today is going to be how I prep for kayak competitions, or the kayak competitions I have been doing. Because I do prep or try and practice and be a professional fisherman before I hit the water. So obviously I'm using the Bass Forecast app and looking at the weather. So the weather usually depends on what type of lures they're gonna bite, but you also never know, so you have to get out there. So this is what I take when I go out prepping, right? So I take some kind of brush hog. This is the H2O brand. It's cheap, it's durable. I mean, it's got all kinds of flakes in it. It's gonna, usually does pretty well. Put that in there. Come on. Of course, I bring my bandito bugs. You got the bug, you got the drug. Typically I try to get alternating, so one darker. This is sprayed lettuce, so it's lighter but it looks darker, and this is okeechobee. Sometimes I like to throw the purple or white in there. After that, it's gonna be lizards, of course. Never know what they're gonna be eating on and what's in the surroundings. So knowing what they're using as bait and eating as food, the bass is super important. Next, of course, you gotta go with the crawl. And right now, these Rage Tail speed crawls are just fire. They're kicking butt, taking names. Because it is hot in the summer, right? You wanna go with something a little flashier. So maybe some topwater. This is a Guggen Squad buzzbait. I've only ever caught one fish on one buzzbait, but like I said, this is, and white. Of course, you can never go wrong with a chatterdonk. The white Z-Man chatterbait. This is the cheap one. This isn't the expensive. This isn't the expensive kind. So we've got bottom covered. We've got some top covered. And a lot of these you can swim also. Next, I'm gonna want multiple different types of topwater baits. So we have whopper ploppers that I'm probably gonna throw one or two on, see if any topwater is gonna hit at all. And if it is gonna hit, I'm gonna see also what types. So a popper, a whopper plopper, a popper, maybe a sexy dog or a spook. Definitely frog. You can never go wrong with frogs. This is the Wake Bake Frog from H2OX. I love this thing. I got back-to-back bites the last time I used it. And then finally, these last two baits, you're gonna go with a just traditional frog. Whether it's popping or regular, this is a popping frog. This is by 6 cents. And a crankbait. Medium diving, flat bill crankbait, or a no bill having crankbait. So you're hitting the middle of the water, the bottom of the water, and the top of the water. So at the moment, I have a H2OX, not H2X. I have my Lew's American Hero baitcaster rod with a 610 medium half, a medium heavy fast action rod. I think it's got 17-pound line on it. 15 or 17. A little cheap weight, and then a 3/0 hook. I'm also going to be using my spinning rod. It's a Nest rod. Right now the Guggen Squad Bandito bug is on it. I'm probably going to switch that out for something a little bit lighter. take the weight off of it regardless. And then of course we have my big mama llama, my Guggen Squad muscle rod with the SLX DC Shimano with braid on it. So right now, let's throw on a soft bait, soft plastic. I'm feeling brush hogs today. What are you thinking, brush hog? I'm thinking brush hog. We're gonna cover land and water. What does that mean? I don't know. I just made that up. Honey. We're also fishing in the SS Zuma. If you guys are curious what that is a Magellan Pro 10-foot sit-in kayak. And then we are also using my Garmin Strike 7, I think it's CV or CS, something like that. Now I know it's a dog day, so we're looking for deeper water or water and shade. Right now I guess it says I'm at 6 feet, and that Segler's fish with the brush hog. Cover the bottom. The great thing about brush hogs is you can also swim them like swim baits. Come on, fishy, fishy. Come on, fishy, fishy. It says there's fish right in front of me. Might be a turtle. That's a fish, and I biffed that. As well as got too excited, backlashed my Lose American Hero and Mrs. Old Reliable. It looks like cast off here. Oh, that was a good cast. Lay this down. I'm gonna slowly paddle backwards. Let's see if I can get on a big fat Sally. Now, I know you guys are used to seeing me in the SS prototype, but I do want to start doing actual like in-person kayak fishing competitions, as well as I'm going to start using this kayak to do kayak camping and a bunch of other stuff. So right now I'm looking at like 6 feet 2 inches. So I'm feeling, that was a bite. I know there's fish here. I can see there's fish here on the Garmin. And the bite. Now the way I have the Garmin set up is just sitting right here. It's not the best setup, but right now it's working. They have a new American Hero type reel. I think it's called a Tier 1. I really want to get it because this rod, it's been through hell and back, just like most of us soldiers and veterans. I just think I need a new reel. It's supposed to move. The water depth is way over here. I know there's a peninsula, so we're going to be looking at that. Looking at flats. So flats is the type, it's kind of like, goes down and then it levels out like between 5 and 8 feet, and then drop-offs is like just a sharp, it's like a cliff, you know, you guys see cliffs? Shallower water. Now we're back in 6 feet of water, 6, 7. Backlash, 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 backlash. Oh, there's a fish. All right, this is a little guy. Probably not gonna measure. Why'd you do that? Yeah, he's 10 inches. So we know the brush hog works. We know where the brush hog's gonna work. Now it might change on game day, right? So like I don't have a competition until next month, and that's gonna be in a completely different area. But this is exactly how I set up. So I know there's a fish here. I know there's fish here. I mean, I can see them. I know what they're now gonna probably bite. This guy looks pretty healthy. I don't think I've caught him before. He might weigh a pound. Okay, I left my scale over there, but that's okay. He's 10 inches, 10, 11 inches. He's not gonna do most competition for kayak are 14. So, little guy, appreciate you biting. Go grow, go glow. All right, so now we know the brush hog's gonna work. We can do that. Put it back here. Let's throw on sort of crawl. a rage tail crawl. See what these guys will do with this. Next, we're gonna go find a little bit deeper water. We'll probably head back over there and use the medium-sized crankbait. And then see if we can get them to bite. Someone is off shooting their guns. Boom. Looks beautiful. Kind of in the middle. And then the next cast, kind of fan out. See how close we can get to some of these trees. Try to get this backlash out because I'm a moron. If you can see me, so we have the peninsula over here. We've got trees right behind me, and those are all in water. So where I'm at this moment, this is a flat. This is about 4 feet. It kind of dips down farther right here, back between the peninsula and the trees, to the actual trees. Now mind you, I only do a few hours of practice, 2 hours of practice, and then I just pay attention to what the weather is, because I'm not going out and doing the Bass Pro kayak fishing competitions or the MFL Major League Fishing competitions. I'm doing local and I'm virtual. I would like to get into doing more and better. We're learning how the bass are eating today. So we know like the brush hogs, maybe it's the green, maybe it's the appendages that they like today. All right guys, so we're gonna throw on the buzz bait now. And that's possible. I think we need to switch back to the crawl and turn around away from the sun. Alright guys, so nothing else is working. Buzzbait isn't getting any action. So, and with the blowout of the Lose American Hero, we're gonna throw on a little medium-sized crankbait. Pretty sure Strike King makes this one. Sexy shad looking one. We're gonna throw it on some braid, which isn't ideal, but hey, it's gonna be all right. Now this medium diving crankbait usually dives between 3 and 6 feet. Sometimes it's 4 and 7, or 3 and 5, 4 and 7. Oh, fish on! Crankbait works. Not a big guy, but a guy nonetheless. Look at that. See, sometimes you just gotta change up the bait, what you're using. There we go. This guy's about the same size as the first. Nice little largemouth. Looks like he's eating on some craws too. He's got some pink lips, a little bit of pink. Baby, probably born in the last year. Good, healthy guy. I don't think he's been caught before. Hey man, go grow, go glow, go eat as much as you can. Just stop eating my lures right now until you're bigger. Okay, so we know they're gonna eat the crankbait. How many bites can we get on the crankbait? And is color gonna matter? Back over there. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Hopefully I didn't scare the fish. Alright, so it's gonna be the plan. I'm gonna swap it out for a different color just because I'm curious. Actually, we're gonna go full on rattle trap. I don't know if you watched the video, and if you haven't, please go do the video my oldest son made about dangling with Dawson and his advice. He picked out this rattle trap for us to fish with. We didn't get a chance to because that pond just wasn't deep enough for us to use this, and it was way too grassy. So now, Dawson, I get to use your lure, the golden rattle trap, and yes, it has to have an L in it. Literally has to have an L in the rattle. Rattle trap. Braid with a polymer knot. Oh, if I can hold it still right there. Gold does pretty good, but maybe they don't want gold. Oh dang, do I got a fish on? I might have a fish on. Stay down. Stay down. Okay. Oh, it came off. But it was another fish, so the rattle trap with the gold works. So good job, Dawson, on that. Oh, there we go. That's a fish. Well, that might measure. But you always bring pliers with you guys, because he flips and... Sorry, battery cut off of me. If he flips and flops, then the treble hooks get in my hands. I don't want that. Nice little bass. He'll definitely, I think he'll measure 14. He's a pretty little guy. I don't think he's ever been caught before. No, color looks good. Could use a little bit of a fattening up. I'd say he's about a pound. I mean, he's no first place winning fish, but you are a pretty fish. Go glow, go grow. I'll see you in the next one. Little guy. All right. So, 2 bites, 1 fish, the golden rattle trap. Let's try something else. The yellow tip, my Guggen Squad. What's this guy gonna do? What can we get from this? Guggen Squad. The last time I used this was like around February, and it was super cold. Just wasn't worth it. This kayak has been like super stable for the most part. Oh, fish on! Stay down. Stay down. Oh, just a little guy. Just a little guy. Hey, but we know these baits are working. Oh. He's a really tiny guy. You spot? Might be a spot fish. Just like that. He's been caught before, not by me. Definitely not gonna do for a competition. He is a pretty guy, feisty. Hey man, hope to see you really, really big one day. Like 10 pounder. Hope you go eat a lot, all right? Nice, pretty little baby bass. Get a bit over there. All right. Wow, it's a bomb cast. No, you don't have to have all this gear to go kayak tournament fishing, but boy, does it sure help. Lost another one. You're not behaving whatsoever. Don't know why you're not behaving. Just do what you're told. Of course, this gets tangled, because why wouldn't it? You're not going to believe how I caught this fish. On accident, on a dock. I promise you, this is going to be one of the weirdest catches I have ever seen. I'm going to try to get y'all close where I can see it. Is wrapped around the diving dock. And that, my friends, is a keeper. Took got in there good. God damn. Most difficult surgery I've had to do in a long time, and you get stuck. I'm so sorry, dude. I am so sorry. Somebody's calling me. It's at Autumn's house. I'm about to go pick him up. That's probably about 1 pound.
10 pounds of my life? I'd be very impressed.
Oh, me too. I had a big one hooked on earlier, but it got off. Alright guys, so as we get ready for bed, say hi.
Hi.
That is pretty much how I would practice for a bass fishing competition on a kayak. I might throw different lures.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi. Depending on where we're at, but in the Houston area in dog heat of summer, that's what I typically use. I might throw a worm, but I didn't today. So I figured a pattern, which was the brush hog and the flat bill crankbait. So, as well as the Guggen Squad Banger, or whatever it's called, the Guggen Squad crankbait. So, anyways, we love ya. Please like, subscribe. Say, we'll see you on the next one.
Next one.
You've got mail. You've got mail.